Hello, hello. I don't know what that was. Hello. 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 Where are we? Okay. Hello. Hi, Claire. Hi, Steph. Hi, another Claire and Kelly. Hello. Good evening, Diane. Hi, Amy. And Lorraine. Hello. Hello. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Tony. Jitter. Hi, Victoria and Janet. Hello. How are we all? Haven't yawned all day. And straight away. Grr, I'm fine. Kathy, wow, thank you for the stars there. Hello. Right, let me just get these bits set up. It is Tuesday. Just can't catch up with my weeks at the moment, to be honest. Where are we? Okay, so almost there, then I can be with you. Okay, perfect. So, how are we all? Are we okay? I do have a few updates for you. It is Tuesday the 20th, yes. Oh, bless you, Lorraine. Well done. Is that the right term? Janet, thank you. Lisa, thank you for the stars, guys. Very long day. Yeah, oh my gosh. So sorry. I'll shake it off in a moment. Right, I'm just going to jump in with the updates. We are slightly late. I did say we're going to be on from 8 to 8:30 today, just because slightly later. We are going to get back onto being very on schedule. We are. It's just crazy at the moment, so I do apologise for that. Those of you who've been on the website from this afternoon, the website has changed. Okay, so we've got a different layout and different yeah, it's just different, the website. Not massively different, but it is different. Also, it does have now the wish list section on there. So if you log into your account on the website, and if you go to products, you can then see the love heart. So you have to click on the product that you'd want to add to your wish list. Then it's got the love heart. Click the love heart, it gets added to your wish list. Then just go into your account wish lists and you can see everything there. Love the new layout. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Anne. So yeah. Teddy, hello. So yeah, new layout on the website, which is quite exciting. Also, I've put our opening dates up for May, and we're taking a week off in May. There'll be no live videos the second week of May, I believe. So we'll be live the Sunday the 2nd, Tuesday the 4th, Wednesday the 5th, Friday the 7th, but then we will not be live Sunday, Tuesday and Friday, and then we'll be back again for the Saturday live. Okay, so we are there's 3 lives where we won't be live in May. So that's shown in the events section with the dates, and also at on the pinned post on the page, you'll see the dates there as well. Okay, so, and a date at the end of May as well. I think it's Friday, but the 28th of May, we're not live on that day as well. So there's a few lives that we're not on, but I've given you plenty of warning, and of course I'll keep reminding you guys as well. So I've put the order list on the page for today, so shall we jump straight in? Up first is Lorraine Jennings. Lorraine, are you here? Lorraine Jennings, are you here? Can you hear him? Bless you. Lorraine, hello. Okay, so Lorraine, you have a 25 pearl oyster, my lovely. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours you're hoping for? So let's dive in. And your 25 pearl oyster. Let's go down. So we're going to get him open. We have a lighter pop there. Oh, and you have one runaway already. Oh, a few runaways there. And one on this side. Lots and lots of runaways. Donate the shells. I'm not sure on the colours. Okay, so we've got, 5 runaways there. I'm just going to hold this up so you can see in and around with the pearls that are still here. And let's have a squidge in here, my lovely. We are fully booked for today. Okay, I don't believe there's any more in that one. I do it, Suzanne. I do everything. So, Lorraine, sorry, let's count these off before I move that to the side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 and 25. Perfect. So Lorraine, they've got a couple of two-tonal pearls here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the lighter ones towards the bottom of the sand, dark ones to the top, and then I will go through all of them for you. Thank you, Bab. Now, if you'd like me to measure the largest and smallest, that's perfect. But however, if you'd like me to measure them all, do let me know and I can do that for you as well, Lorraine. So, like I said, I'm just going to pop them in the sand for you. Okay, so here they are in the sand. Largest and smallest is fine, bless you, thank you. So, here they are in the sand. I'm just going to hold them there for a second. So if you would like to take a screenshot, you can do so. And then, like I said, I will go through all of the colours for you, Lorraine. So, number 1 is a dark purple. So you can see it's a base silver with that purple overtone. You then have a darker chocolate bronze. And a darker chocolate. Next to him you have another chocolate, slightly lighter than the one I've just shown you. This one is two-tonal, however, so you can see the darker and lighter areas as you go around the pearl there. You then have a darker gunmetal grey. Now this one may be visually the largest, we'll measure at the end. You have a Pepsi blue and a two-tonal silver and olive green. So you can see the olive green there, moving round to the silver and back to the olive green. Next to him you have another silver, quite a nice brighter silver there. You have a burgundy red and a grape silvery purple. You then have a darker silver, and then you have a sea It's a sea green, but he's got blue, sea blue hints to him, so it's a sea bluey green. Love him. You then have a icy blue, you have a gold, and you have a two-tonal autumn peach and green. So that's autumn peach and green. Sue, thank you for the stars. You have a blush pink and a light purple. You then have a watermelon, another blush pink, a pastel yellow, and then a coral, a bright hot pink, another coral, a baby pink, and a lemon yellow two-tonal with green. Lorraine, I hope you're happy with all of those, my lovely. If I pop them on the board, the visually smallest, if we start with, we're going to go with that pastel yellow. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. The coral next to him is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. And we'll measure the lemon yellow as well. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Thank you, Shannon, for the stars. So your smallest is a 7 there. Going to your largest, we need to measure that darker gunmetal grey. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. We're going to measure the two-tonal silver and olive green. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's also an 8.5. So I'm going to say those two there are your largest pearls. They were from Teddy. Bless you, Teddy. Thank you. Okay, so Lorraine, what do you think to all of those? Are you happy with those? Oh, bless you, Linda. Thank you. Can we swap the hot pink and silver for sea greens? Hot pink. Is it the dark? I'm guessing it's the darker silver. If you meant the lighter silver, do let me know. Were those the, yes please, for, yep, okay, so I've swapped those two out and I'm adding in the sea greens at the bottom there. I hope that's all okay. Let me pop these in here for you. The changes, so we've got changes on our website. We've got changes coming up because we've got a few lives, a few days where we won't be live. We've booked a few days off, off the lives, I should say, and it's mainly the website, I'm going to say. Oh, also the chocolate for a light purple. Okay, if you could just confirm this for me. So that's the chocolate I've just pulled out of the bag that will swap out, and then that's the purple I've added in. Is no, Lorraine, that's absolutely fine. Would that be okay? I don't have a lighter one at the moment. If you would like a lighter one, I'll have to pop you on a waiting list for one. So it's absolutely fine, but you would be on a waiting list, so would that be okay? You'll keep that one, okay, so let me just take this away and I'll add that one in here. Lorraine, then, I hope you're happy with all of that. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well, and I do hope you'll be happy with, where's my stapler? There it is, everything once it arrives. And that's safe over there for you. Perfect. And up next this evening is Diane Slipper. Diane, are you here? Diane Slipper, are you here? Diane, hello. So Diane, you have a oyster off the wall today. Which oyster would you like? Which number would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Oh, bless you, Amanda. Well, I hope work's going okay. Can you have 10 and donate? Of course you can. So 10 is this one. The 10, they're starting to lose their stickiness again, so they're going to come off quite easily today. Now there's nothing on the back of number 10. Let me get him open. And let's go down. So Diane, good luck, my lovely. There's one side and the other side, and in here you have 1, 2, 3 and 4. You are quadding. You are quadding, Diane, with oyster number 10. Now let me just dry these up for you. And I'll pop them in the sun so you can have a closer look at the colours. You have a darker grape purple, a blush pink, a TARDIS blue and a deep black cherry. So that is a grape purple, blush pink, TARDIS blue and black cherry. So if I pop these on the board for you, the purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The blush pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The TARDIS blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the black cherry is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7 as well. So that comes with your cage dip. So if we dive in for your cage dip, you get to stick or twist. Oh, I've got a few I can feel. There we go. Oh, so you have You have the Music Note cage pendant. So this one is the treble clef. Now I've popped the darker TARDIS blue in here, but this one will look lovely with any colour. So this is the treble clef Music Note cage pendant. Diane, would you like to stick or would you like to twist with this one? All the egg walls have sold out for today. If you would like to order, you get to pick which dates you can book in for them on the website. Laura, thank you for the stars there, my lovely. Diane, twist with that one. Okay, so let me just take out the blue here. And for your twist, I hope you'll be happy with this one. Is that what? There we go. Oh, you have the Dreamcatcher cage pendant. Now your Dreamcatcher cage pendant can actually hold all 4 of your pearls. So I've popped all 4 of them in here. Now of course with cage pendants you can swap and change them around at home, so you don't have to have them all in here once you receive it. But I've just popped them in here so you can see. So this is, oh, let me just move the feather around, there we go, your Dreamcatcher cage pendant. Now because these pearls are slightly smaller, you would be able to actually fit a few more in there. You can see that with the space at the top. So your Dreamcatcher has a few zircon crystals dotted around. You've got the feathers at the bottom, and then on the back you've got quite an open design as well. It looks like kind of like a spider web, but you can see the pearls that way as well. So that's your Dreamcatcher, Diane. I hope you're happy with that one. You pop him in here and then on here for you. I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and that's safe over there for you. Emily, thank you for the stars. Perfect. And up next is Angie Kitchen. Angie, are you here? Your daughter just made you a dream catcher. It must be fate. Oh, I love that, Diane. Well, I'm glad you're happy, and you're very welcome. Hello, Sammy. Natalie, thank you for the stars, my lovely. I'm looking for Angie Kitchen. Angie, are you here? Angela, hello, hello, hello. You have a oyster off the oyster wall as well. Which number would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Thank you, Sandy. Oh, bless you, Nairi. Oh, bless you. Number 8 and keep, Angela. Okay, so number 8 is this one. And there's no stickers on the back there. Let's get him open. And let's go down. So oyster number 8. There's one side and the other side. Oh, and in here, popped straight out there, you are twinning. And you're twinning with slightly two-tonal. I see blue pearls there. Now let me just take the flesh off here for you, and then I'll dry up those pearls and we can have a closer look. Okay, so I am going to just show you slightly individually because they are both slightly two-tonal. So you've got lighter and brighter areas as you go around the pearl there. And then number 2 is again lighter and brighter areas as you go around the pearl there. So I do hope you're happy with this colour. And if I pop these ones on the board for you as well. Blue number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And blue number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. So they're slightly different sizes. One's an 8, one's an 8.5. And then you have your cage dip as well, Angela. So let's dive into your cage dip. So would you like to stick or would you like to twist with, now I've popped the 8.5, so I've popped the larger icy blue in here to show you. You have the rose cage pendant. So this one, as you can see, the centre there is zircon crystal. Then you've got the outline of the rose on the outside as well. On the reverse of this one, it has the, if I can get it to stay still, it has a flower on the back as well. So you can wear it on the reverse side, but I would say it's preferred on this side here. Would you like to stick or would you like to twist? Oh yes, Vicky, risk it for a twister. Oh, that was the end of the last. Oh no! Oh, I just spilt my sand everywhere. Twist, Angela, not a problem. So I'm just going to take your pearl out of here and let's dive in for a twist. Good luck. Okay, and with this one, oh, you have, apparently I'm extra clumsy today. Don't know what's going on. You have the, now I get confused with this one. I think that on the website this is called the Hungry Penguin cage pendant. It's either the Hungry Penguin or the Baby Penguin. I've just knotted my chain now as well. That's the beauty about snake chains. They don't really knot because they can't. So it is easy to fix, which is why I'm using the snake chain, just because I have to take it in and out of a lot of pendants quite quickly. So this is what I believe to be the Hungry cage pendant. Angela, I hope you're happy with this one. And let me just pop this in here for you. And then on here. And I'm just going to wrap up your shells as well. Angela, my lovely, I hope then you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and I've wrapped up your shells and that's safe over there as well. No, Angela, you're very, very welcome. Sorry, I'm just... grabbing the sand to pop back in the sand. Good job, I cleaned my desk down. Okay, so, sorry about that. Up next then is Keely Jarrett. Keely, are you here? Wait, have we done this one, Keely? No, I think this one's a different one. Keely Jarrett, are you here? Keely, hello. Keely, you have 2 openings altogether. What 2 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Is that you, Bab?
Yeah.
What is that?
Wash.
Oh, okay. Everything okay? Normally people have to book in for certain days, as we normally, at the moment, our lives are sort of getting fully booked out. Emoji theme. Oh, I feel like we should have something to do with new, because of the new changes on the website. Emoji theme. I'm really stumped. That's so bad. Mystery and expand the rainbow and donate, not a problem. So 1 mystery. And an expand the rainbow. Let's get this open. So we have like, oh, okay, Sophie says holidays. There we go, holidays. Emoji theme of holidays. So Keely, let's go down. Did you say you'd like to keep or donate? So I'm just going back, donate. Okay, so let's go down. Your mystery oyster. We have a softer pop there. And in your first oyster, there's your mother of pearl. You are twinning. You are twinning, my lovely, with twinning apple green twins. And there's no more in that one. Oh, I love the holiday emojis. That's such a good pick. And I'm really glad you guys like the website design. I'm always cautious when I change things, but I'm glad you like it. So here's your twinning apple greens to start with there. They visually look possibly slightly different sizes, so I will measure them in a moment. And then your expand the rainbow oyster. How did I know you'd come out with that one, Sophie? There's one side. and the other side, and you have a bright icy blue. Very summery colours you have here, Keely. Now let me just hold these ones up as well, pop them in the sand. What do you think to these? Now if you're happy with these, that's perfect. However, if you're not happy, we can swap these for you if you would like to. So you've got your icy blue and twinning apple greens. Let me pop them on the board. So visually smaller green number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Green number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5, so they are different sizes there. And then the icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8 as well. I love the holiday emojis. I didn't realise there were so many. Oh. Keely, what do you think to these? Are you happy with these? Swap the apple greens for a pinkle and a black cherry. Now there will be a wait for the pinkle, so if you're happy to wait, then that's absolutely fine. Can you just confirm for me that you're happy to wait there for a pinkle? I'll definitely write it down for you though. So the one green at the bottom is the one I've swapped out for the black cherry, and then of course I'll write down swap the other green for a pinkle. I think I've got a delay with my comments today. Happy to wait, perfect. Well, I've wrote that down for you already, and I hope you're happy with these ones. And hopefully it won't be too long a wait, and then I can get that swapped for you, okay? Thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything as well once it arrives. And that's safe over there for you. And up next then is Lynn Gaskins. Lynn, are you here? Lynn, I think I've got a right delay with my comments. Ever so sorry. I'm going to try not to ask the same thing too many times though. Lynn, hello. So you have an oyster wool. You've got 2 picks. So you'd like number 4 and number 2. Would you like to keep or and donate? Okay, perfect. So Number 2, you have a sticker on the back of number 2. So you get to have a bonus gift there. And then number 4, there's nothing on the back of number 4. Okay, so you get to have one extra bonus gift. So you're the first pick of the bonus gifts today. Would you like chick number 1, 2 or 3, or bunny number 1, 2 or 3? Bouncing back to sender, Emma. Oh, bless you. Well, if you go onto our website and go to contact us and write the there's like a little message box you can write in there, then that comes through to me as an email, and I can then reply to it as an email, and then that way it shouldn't bounce back if it's your inbox or anything like that. I hope that helps. Chick number 1. Okay, so chick number 1, you have some earrings. Let me just pop them on here for you. Oh, sorry, I couldn't pick the earring card up with the gloves on. Oh, dearie me. Okay, so you've got the 925 silver hook back earrings. Now you have the red petals with the smaller pearl in the centre there. So these are the flower earrings as a little bonus gift there, Lynn. I hope you're happy with those. Okay, so let's open up your oysters. Oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side, and in here you'll have a black cherry, and there's no more in that one. So with your first oyster, your first pearl even, you have a black cherry. And then moving on to oyster number 4, wasn't it? This is number 4. There's one side and the other side. And in here, ooh, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You are quadding. And you are quadding with oyster number 4. Oh, I love that. Okay, so again, let me just pop your quadding colours in the sandlin, and then I'll go through them for you. So you have a watermelon, a coral, a lemon yellow, and a apple green. And of course you've got that black cherry as well. So I hope you're happy with all of those. And if I pop them on the board, the black cherry is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. The watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. The coral's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. And the lemon yellow's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. Your apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. Whew. not a 6.5, he's a 7 as well. So I hope you're happy with all of those. You have 2 cage pendant dips as well. So if we dive in for your first dip, okay, so for your first dip here, you have the Celebration cage pendant. We're going to pop the watermelon in here. So this is the, in fact, can I fit 2 of the smaller ones in? I can. I've popped the yellow and the apple green in here. So like I said before, this one can either fit 1 larger pearl or 2 slightly smaller pearls in. So this has got the yellow at the bottom, the green at the top. So this is a bottle with the zircon crystal bow at the front, and then you've got the cutout of the love hearts as you go around the cage pendant there. And on the reverse side, you'll be able to see the yellow and green again, and it just shows the pearls through the bottle. Would you like to stick, or would you like to twist with this one? Twist with that one, Lynn, not a problem. Just taking your pearls out of here. And let's dive in here. So good luck again. And we have, ooh, so you have this one, which is the motorbike cage pendant. I'm going to pop black cherry in here. So this one has a lot of detail on him, this motorbike. So as you can see, black cherry sits in the center, and I'm just going to let you look at the detail. So if we go from the front, oh please focus. From the front of the bike, so he's got his 2 handles. Oh. 2 handles there. You go down and along. Then at the back, so that's the reverse side. So still again lots and lots of detail everywhere. So I hope you're happy with your first cage dip. And then moving, let me just pop the bottle back in there. Moving on to cage, oh, that's the wrong side. Cage dip number 2, Lynn. So again, you get to stick or twist with this one. So let's dive in. And in here, you have what we call the royal cage pendant. This is the royal cage pendant. Would you like to stick or would you like to twist with this one, Lynn? Again, this one is the same all the way around the cage pendant there. They are, Luke, they really are. stick or twist with the royal cage pendant. Yeah, the motorbike is under cage pendants on the website, or you can just type in motorbike onto the search bar and it will bring it up for you. Twist with that one, Lynn. Okay, so let's dive in. And your twist, you have one of our Easter cage pendants. So again, I'm just going to pop what colour goes? I'm going to pop the yellow in here. So this is one of our Easter cage pendants. You've got the Easter egg cage pendant. So this is 925 silver, but it has enamel as the design. So as you can see here, this one can fit also 2 pearls in. I've popped 1 pearl in there, which is the yellow. Let me just show you. So the yellow's in there, but it can hold 2 pearls. And you've got that design of the Easter egg all the way around. It is the same design on the reverse side as well, so it doesn't matter which way round you put this on. Lynn, I hope you're happy with that as well. And let me pop them in here for you. You also then have an additional 2 oyster openings. So what 2 oysters would you like, and would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? They are, Luke, yes. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Lucy. Mystery and donate, Lynn. Okay. So 1 and 2. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for with these ones? There's 1 and 2. So let's go down. Mystery oyster number 1. We have a softer pop there. And in oyster number 1, there's your mother of pearl. And you have, so far, I can see 1, 2, and 3. Ooh, and 4. You are quadding. You are quadding, my lovely. Now if I dry these up for you, and if I pop them in the sand, you have 2 blush pinks, a light purple and a dark grape purple. And then moving on to mystery oyster number 2, we have a softer pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. I can see that you are twinning for a second, oh no, quadding and then twinning. And you're twinning with darker purples. And there's no more in that one. Let me dry this up for you. And pop them in the sand. Lynn, what do you think to these colours? If you're happy, which ones would you like on the jewellery? And if you're not happy, I can swap them for you. So you've got your quadding oyster with 2 blush pinks, a light purple and a grape purple. And then you've got twinning darker purples as well. If I pop them on the board for you, the grape purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The light purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Blush pink number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Blush pink number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And then twin purple number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. And twin purple number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5 as well. The board I'm just going to hold them up again. Purples on the earrings. And can I invoice you for hoops, for hoop earrings on the pinks?
There it is.
When you say hoop earrings, do you mean, which earrings do you mean? No, I know. So darker purples on there. And then you'd like the pinks on what type of hoop earrings? Thank you. I just need confirmation on which hoop earrings you'd like the pinks to go on. Laverne, I'm still working on through the stock through the website. I've done some updates today. The regular hoops. Do you mean the hoop fittings, Lynn? The normal hoop fittings. It's just because you said earrings after it, and I might have got confused. So purples on the earrings that you've got on the order, and invoice for the pinks on normal hoop fittings. Is that correct? We have a whole new section on the website, plain ones. Okay, so Lynn, I'm not sure which ones you mean. Do you know the name of them, or would you prefer to email me the name of them? Just because I'm not sure what ones you mean. When you say plain ones, do you mean... I'm not sure what you mean, my lovely. Thank you, Beb. So yeah, we've got those crystal hoops. We've got the heart hoops. I'm not sure what other hoop earrings we've got, if you meant earrings. Yeah, they're the heart hoop earrings, Valerie. We've got hula hoop, rainbow hoop, children's flower hoop, dainty feather hoop, sparkle hoop. They're all earrings. Hi Laura. Hello. You're going to email, okay. So I won't send an invoice through, and then if you would like those pinks on anything, yeah, just include it in an email, that's not a problem. Thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. Yeah, they're the 925 simple drop earrings, and then we've got the normal simple studs. But yeah, no, Lynn, if you just pop me that email over, and if you can include, if you can find the name of the item on the website, and then I can, yeah, I can then definitely, we won't get mixed up at all, if that makes sense. So up next then is Jennifer Goya. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Jennifer, are you here? Jennifer Goya, are you here? Jennifer, hello. Can you have number 6 and keep the shells? Of course you can. Is there certain colours you're hoping for? So number 6 is this one. You also have a happy little sticker on the back of number 6, which means you get a bonus gift as well. Which bonus gift would you like? You've got chick number 2 or 3, or bunny number 1, 2 or 3. Which one would you like? Lisa, thank you for the stars there. 14-week streak, that's crazy. Leanne, thank you for the stars. The dip, if anyone's missed the dip on Saturday, you should have got an email of about it to rebook it in. Jennifer, chick number 3, that's this one here. So let's get him open. Ooh. Honestly, these chicks. Oh, okay, so you have a pendant here. Can you confirm, would you be happy with the same length and style chain that you've picked for your cage dip on this pendant? Now let me just pop this one on the chain. Now you guys have seen this pendant a few times because we've made a few with the same white pearl in the center, and you have this one. Now this one doesn't actually have a name yet because this one is not on the website. So you've got almost those zircon crystal flower petals almost. They do sort of come out almost 3D, like bending and rounding outwards with that white pearl in the center there. Jennifer, I hope you're happy with that. And amazing, yes, perfect for the chain length, that's perfect. So it was oyster number 6. Let's go down, and you'd like to keep your shells as well. Andrew, thank you for the stars. So in here there's one side and the other side. And in here you are twinning, and you're twinning with bright hot pink twins there. Now definitely visually they do look like they're slightly different in sizes. Again, I'm just going to clean the flesh off of here for you. Okay, and dry these up, pop them in the sand. So definitely look like they're different sizes. You've got bright hot pink twins. There they are in the sand for you, Jennifer. I hope you're happy with that colour. And if I pop them on the board for you, pink number 1 is the visually smaller of the two. It's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And pink number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. Okay, so he's an 8.5. They just visually look different sizes, but they're measuring at the same size. So you have your cage dip. Let's dive in. Oh, sorry, I dropped one. Okay, so you also have the Dreamcatcher cage pendants. We saw this one earlier. Now I did say we do have some doubles of cage pendants in the dip bag. Now the rule is if you've got multiple cage pendant dips and you get the same cage, then that's the look of the game. However, if you twist and you get the same one out again, then we can pull another one out for you. So what do you think? What would you like to do? I've popped both of your pink pearls in here, Jennifer, and you actually have room for more pearls as well. This is the Dreamcatcher cage pendant. You've got the zircon crystals dotted around there and the feathers hanging from the bottom. Would you like to stick or would you like to twist? What do you think? We're fully booked for today. If you would like to order at the moment, I believe you'll be booking in for Friday. So that's Friday the 23rd, this Friday coming. Unless it's the cage pendant wall, in which case you get to pick which date you're booking in for. I mean, you can pick anyway, don't get me wrong, you can choose to have a different date than Friday if that's what you prefer to do. Jennifer, my lovely, are you happy with that Dreamcatcher or would you like to twist? If anyone can see Jennifer Goya's, I hope I'm pronounced, oh no, never mind Jennifer, I can see you. Stick, you love it, you brought it for your friend so she'll be watching. Oh, well I hope your friend's happy with it as well, and those pinks go beautifully in there. And then we've got a bonus pendant there as well. Jennifer, I hope you and your friend will be happy with everything then. Sorry, I breathed in at the wrong time. Ever so sorry. I've wrapped all that up for you and the shells as well. So like I say, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. So do you know when you breathe at the wrong time? Sorry. Okay. Oh no, I'm fine. Do you know when it's a bit too much information, but do you know when you've got a bit of saliva and it's like you're gonna swallow but then you breathe and it hits you? It's one of those. Oh, dearie me. Okay. Perfect. So yes, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And then we have Olivia Anderson. Olivia, are you here? Hate doing that. Yeah, it's just one of those that you it just happens. You know, oh, especially when it's out of nowhere. It just makes you feel like oh, it's one of those things. So Olivia Anderson, are you here? And it came down your nose. Oh gosh. Olivia, you're on the list twice. I'm just having a look. Oh, bless you. Let me have a look. Okay, so same name and address here. So we'll do your oyster openings first. Marie, thank you for the stars there. So yeah, Olivia, oyster openings first, and then we'll do your oyster wall second, if that's okay. Let me just double check how many we've got. Okay, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 openings, and then we'll do your oyster walls. So which 7 oysters would you like, and would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Oh gosh, Amanda. I've got hay fever and I really try my best not to like cough or splutter at all if I'm outside. Three, expand the rainbow, and 4, mystery, donate the shells. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 mystery, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Are there certain colours you're hoping for? Bab? Bab?
Yes.
Would you mind filling up my mystery bag for me, please? The mystery bag. Mystery. No, mystery needs to have a fun theme tune. No, 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 no. It's not fun theme tune for mystery. That could be mystery, yeah. Sorry, I was just opening up all of your oysters there. We'll see what comes out. And your email choices and swaps. Okay, perfect. So let's go down. Mystery oyster number 1. There we go. We have a softer top there. And in here, there is your mother of pearl. And if we have a squidge, oh, is that a slight peeper down the bottom? You have a brighter yellow. Actually, it's a 2-tonal lemon yellow. I do apologise, and there's no more in that one. So you have a 2-tonal lemon yellow from your first oyster. As you can see, lighter and brighter areas around the pearl there. Moving on to mystery oyster number 2. we have a softer pop there. Oh, and you already have a runaway of a Smurf blue. There's your mother of pearl. And let's have a squidge in here. Not a Smurf blue, I'm ever so sorry. It's a Pepsi blue, and there's no more in that one. Then let me dry this up one for you. Oh my gosh, I'm getting all my words so mixed up today. Oh, and here is your Pepsi blue. Sophie is watching today, but she's very, very busy, so she's not going to be commenting as much today, which is, bless her. She works very, very, very hard, bless her. And then moving on to your next oyster. Retha, thank you for the stars there. We have a softer pop there. And you have another blue. There's your mother of pearl. And let me pop that out and have a squidge in here. And there's no more in that one. Always getting tongue-tied. I know, I just... It's because my brain is like, knows what it wants to say, but then I try to talk too fast and it all just comes out gobbledygook. Moving on to the last of your mystery oysters. We have a softer pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And you have a bright hot pink. Okay, so that's all of your mystery oysters there. Let me hold him up so you can see. And then moving on to your Expand the Rainbow oysters. Expand the Rainbow number 1. There's one side and the other side. And in here you have a light, a light spotty icy blue. And there's no more in that one. So he does have, I think it might just be the one spot actually. Let me just have a look. Yep, so he's a light icy blue, but then you've got this one darker spot there and then back into that light icy blue. Expand the Rainbow oyster number 2. There's one side. And the other side. And in here you've got some very summery colours, Olivia, because you've got a apple green. And there's no more in that one. Let me dry him up for you. And here is your apple green. And then moving on to your last oyster, which again is your Expand the Rainbow oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here you have a pinkle. It's got a beauty spot. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. There's no more in that one. Okay, so Olivia, you've had all single oyster there, as in all single pearls from the oyster, which actually is quite rare to happen. It actually is, especially from 7 oysters in a row. But I hope you're happy with all of them. So you said you were going to take a screenshot and email me your colour choices, and if you'd like any swaps, your colour swaps as well. But I will go through them for you. So you've got your 2-tonal lemon yellow, Pepsi blues, bright hot pink, beauty spot icy blue, apple green, and a pinkle as well. If I pop them on the board for you, the two-tonal yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Pepsi Blue number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Pepsi Blue number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's also an 8.5. And then your hot pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5 as well. Beauty Spot Icy Blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. The Apple Green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And your Pinkle is not a 5, not a 5.5. He's a runner, not a 6. He's not a 6.5. He's a 7. I hope you're happy with all of those. Let me bring you back up and pop them in here. And then you also have your Easter wool. Did you grab a screenshot of those, Olivia? Oh, bless you, Michelle. Sorry for all the rustling. I've asked Aaron, bless him, to pop my wax melt on. So he's just... No, that's what all the rustling is. He's just opening up and finding... Have you found it?
Yeah.
Thank you, Dad. Love them. Perfect. So you also have 2 oyster dips from the wall. Which 2 numbers would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Do you know the rest of that one, Dad?
No.
Just no. Peter Piper picked a pick of peppers.
No.
Oh, you used to know it, didn't you? Or did you just used to read it off?
I'm a good Googler.
You're a good Googler?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. On the days I've booked off, Kerry. Thank you. Are you gonna...
What?
Back. What have you spilt down?
Sorry.
Please.
Nervous?
Yeah. 5 and 12. Perfect. So number 5 and number 12. Okay, so number 5, there's nothing on the back of number 5. And then number 12, and there's nothing on the back of number 12 as well. Let me just get these open for you. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers where the pickled peppers picked Pepper Piper picked. Let's go down. So, oyster number 1, Olivia. There's one side and the other side, and in here you are twinning. And you're twinning with beautiful, brighter purples. There's no more in that one. And then moving on to oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side, and in here you have a darker grape purple, and there's no more in that one. So again, let me just dry this up for you and pop them in the sand. So if I hold them up, you've got two brighter purples and then a darker grape purple. If I pop them on the board for you, the darker purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5, and purple number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7, and purple number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Destined for purples tonight, you are. You have 2 cage pendant dips with that, so let's dive into number 1. In cage number 1, you have the Princess. Look, I've got stack. Oh my gosh, static. I don't know what's going on. Oh, dearie me. Manelium. Oh, stop it. I'm just getting so tongue-tied today. So you've got the shush you please. You've got the Princess Carriage cage pendant here. Would you like to stick or would you like to twist? Love it, but can you twist? Of course you can. But you would like to twist, that's not a problem. Just taking your pearl out of here. And diving in for your twist, good luck. And in here, it's come out again today. So it's destined to be picked. You've got the Celebration cage pendant. It doesn't fit both of your twins in, but it does fit one of the lighter purple twins and the darker purple as well. So this is your twist. It is the Celebration cage pendant, which looks really beautiful actually with the 2 purples in there. I love that with the purples. So again, the zircon crystal bow at the front and then cut out love hearts at the side. Olivia, I hope you're happy with that one. And then you have a second cage dip as well. So let's dive in for your second cage dip. You can stick or twist with this one again. So let's give it a mix. I think I've got a few here. Oh no, it's just folded over. You have the Chinese knot cage pendant. So this one's quite cool. Let me pop one of your purple twins in here. It just holds the 1 pearl, this one. And this is the same on both sides of the pendants. This is the never-ending Chinese knot. So if I just hold it still, you can see that it doesn't even have the full outline around the outside. It's because the knot goes round. And if you follow the knot with your eyes, you can see that it's constantly going round there with the purple pearl in the centre. And like I say, it's both on, same on both sides. Would you like to stick or would you like to twist? Please, Is that with this one? Please, can you twist? Yes, that was with this one. Okay, so let me just take the pearl out of here. And I hope you're happy with your twist. Let's dive in. And with your twist, you have, again, this name always eludes me. You have what I believe is called the Family Love Cage Pendant. Like I say, I may be wrong with the name. However, you've got the mother and child making up the heart there, and the pearl gets sat in the centre. So you can see that they're hugging each other. And then on the back has got 3 hearts. So you can wear it on the back there, and it's just got the heart design. So it's double-sided, that one. I hope you're happy with that one as well. Okay, so Olivia, that's everything there. You're going to email me with your colour swaps if there are any, and which colours you'd like where. And I hope you're happy with these as well. I've donated your shells, so thank you very, very much for those. And I hope then you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. No, Olivia, you're very, very welcome. That's safe over there for you. Oh, Siobhan, yay! I'm so glad you guys like the website. Like I said, I'm a bit nervous when I change things, because obviously change isn't always good. But yeah, the website, I felt like it needed a little spruce up, if you like. So yeah, I'm glad you guys like it. Up next today is Karen Wood. Karen, are you here? I'm not saying that one, Tara, just in case. Not on a live. Anyway. Verdict. Verdict of what? You love it. Oh, perfect, Suzanne. The wish list does work now, yes. Karen, hello. Can you have number 15 and donate the shells? Not a problem. So number 15 is this one here. And on the back of here, there's no stickers there. So Karen, let's get this open. And let's go down. So number 15, good luck, my lovely. There's one side and the other side. And in here you are quadding. They sort of fell out. 2 of them fell out as I tried to turn it around to show you. 1, 2, 3 and 4. You are quadding, my lovely. And there's no more in that one. Let me just dry these up for you, and I'll pop them in the sun so you can have a closer look, Karen. I hope you're happy with these. You've got a sunshine yellow, a bright coral, a icy blue, and a darker grape purple. Amazing, you love them. Perfect. If I pop them on the board, the sunshine yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So that comes with your cage pendant dip, Karen. So let's dive in. And you have, this one's also come out earlier this evening. You have the royal cage pendant. Some people do say it looks like a hot air balloon. I'm adamant it reminds me of the larger royal crowns. Either way, let me show you. You can make your own decision, but Karen, you get to stick or you get to twist with this one. Would you like to stick or twist with the royal cage pendant? Again, this one's the same all the way round here. Okay. Can you twist? Of course you can. Let me just take the pearl out of here. Okay, so going in for your twist. And oh my gosh! Oh my God. Guess what it is? Oh my gosh! I don't know what's going on. Oh. I mean, it's a lovely cage pendant, don't get me wrong. You have the Celebration cage pendant. So the Celebration, I've popped your blue and purple in there. Again, you've got the zircon crystal bow on the front and the love hearts at the side. I hope you're happy with that one as well, Karen. We've had a few repeats today, but there's still, like, there's literally loads and loads and loads and loads. Oh, there's loads in there. Karen, I'm glad you're happy. Thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. That's safe over there for you. It is lovely. I do love the Celebration cage pendant. It is lovely. Up next today is Julia Gales. Julia, are you here? Turn to the side. I mean, my hair's not the best today. It went a little bit funny. So with my daughter, I'll show you, with my daughter I normally do the plait down the middle, and then I do these two bits tight, and the plait in the middle sort of gets pulled out, so then it stands up slightly, and then she has a plait going down the back. So I thought I'd do the middle, but it wouldn't stand up, so then I just did the two on the side. So it's not the best today, my hair, but I didn't have time to redo it today. So it is what it is. Julia, hello. I didn't see you there, but hello, hello, hello. You would like number 14. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? So number 14 has a sticker on the back, Julia. So that's number 14 has a sticker on the back. So that means you get your extra prize. Would you like chick number 2 or bunny number 1, 2 or 3? Keep the shells, that's absolutely fine. There is only odd numbers left. How weird. Bunny number 1, that's this one here. Okay, so bunny number 1, you have some earrings. Okay, so these are 925 silver stud back earrings. Now these have Swarovski crystal pearls on them, and these are the iridescent green, I believe, and that's because they've got the green, but they've got that gorgeous flash of purple. So you can see that they are crystal pearls. And now these are 8mm crystal pearls as well. So they're quite a nice size. These are the ones which I normally wear. Obviously not this pair. That sounded weird then, yeah, definitely not this pair, but this style. I hope you're happy with those as an extra bonus gift there. And then Julia, let's go down for your oyster. So in here, you love them. Oh, I'm glad you're happy with them. There's one side and the other side, and in here you are twinning. You are twinning with bright hot pink twins. There's been a few bright hot pink twins today as well. There's definitely a theme of the day going on. So I'm just cleaning off these shells for you. Okay, so what do you think to these bright hot pinks, Julia? I hope you're happy with them. And then if I pop them on the board as well, pink number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And pink number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. So they're the same size there. And if we dive in for your cage dip as well, so good luck for your cage dip. And you have the rhombus cage pendant. So this one can actually fit 3 pearls in him. So I'm going to pop both of your pearls in here just so you can see. But if you have any pearls at home, or if you get any in the future, you'll be able to pop an extra one in there as well. And of course swap them all around, which is why we all love cage pendants. So if I pop them on here, this is your rhombus cage pendant. What fell on the floor? I don't understand what fell on the floor. Please let me know. Okay, so you can see here it's got the pearls in the center and it's got that different shape as you go around. Julia, would you like to stick or would you like to twist with your rhombus? I can't see one on the floor. No, I can't see one, so hopefully it went back in the bag. But of course I will double check once we tidy down later on. Okay, so you'd like to twist with this one. Just took your pearls out of there and let's dive in. Oh, I think I dropped the phone. Oh dear me. Okay, so you have the Ribbon of Hope cage pendant. No, Anne, don't be sorry, it's absolutely fine. Like I say, I'll double check everything when I clean down later anyway, so it's not a problem. As long as my wheels don't get it, then that's fine, but I can't see anything. So your twist, Julia, is the Ribbon of Hope cage pendant with your bright hot pink pearl there. So it is the ribbon that comes up and around, and on the website it's called the Ribbon of Hope. I hope you're happy with that one as well. And then you've got your bonus earrings on there as well. The blossom items. There's actually another blossom item that needs to go on the website as well, but it's not photoed yet, so I'll let you all know once I update more items on there and once all the stock has been finished updating as well. I'm working on the website as we go, as you guys can see. It is getting updated as quick as I can. Julia, I hope then you're happy with everything. I've just wrapped up your shells as well for you. So this is safe over there. And like I said, I do hope you'll be happy with everything, my lovely. Oh, bless you, Caitlin. I'm really loving at the moment having the different ranges. There we go, Julia, perfect. So we've got the Moonstone range, and now we've got the Blossom range, and then yeah, keep an eye out for the different ranges that we've got coming, which yeah, I love. Just I get so excited. Right, up next then this evening is Sarah Slater. Sarah, are you here? Thank you, Carrie Ann. Oh really, Sophie? Oh, I love that for a name. Oh, I love, love, love that. Hi Chrissy, hello. I'm looking for a Sarah Slater. Oh, Amy, I'm glad I can help, and I hope your little one feels better soon. Oh, bless you. It's so hard when they're poorly. Sarah, hello. Sarah, you have one opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Oh, Leanne, thank you for the stars. And Anne, thank you for the stars as well. Goodbye, Michelle, my lovely. Thank you for joining us. Dandelion charm, Sarah. I believe so. Or it's on as a, or it's a pendant. I can't remember. I think it's a pendant because we've got the dandelion, then you've got the extra little wisp, if you like, of the dandelion, which is a second piece of the pendant, so it can be like it's blown away. So we do have a dandelion pendant, if that helps. Sarah, mystery donate shells, your first opening. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? Oh, bless you, Caitlin. The thing is, I'd be quite happy to read you guys stuff. It's just, with copyright laws and stuff, I'm not technically allowed to. Unless I just talk gobbledygook, because that's not always very interesting to listen to. And I don't mean for you to buy, I just mean I'm quite happy to do a video of talking if it helps. But yeah, I'd have nothing to talk about. Sarah, let's go down. So, in your mystery oyster, we have a softer pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And I can see that you have a darker pearl here. Now, he's a darker Cadbury purple. There's no more in that one. Yep, Michelle, the Dragon Cage pendant, I believe, is here. I just need to update the website. Hello, Trisha. It's definitely a purple night. You have a Cadbury purple, Sarah. Now, what do you think to this one? Would you be happy with this one on your jewellery? And of course, if you're not happy, I can swap him for you. So that's going to be completely up to you what you would like to do. If I pop him on the board, he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Love it. Perfect. Sarah, I'm glad you're happy with that one then. Let me pop him in here. Thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. That's safe over there for you. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And up next is Belinda Sowerby. Belinda, are you here? Sarah, you're very, very welcome. Belinda, hello. You also have a oyster off the oyster wall today. Do you know which number you would like, and if you'd like to keep or if you'd like to donate your shells? Number 1 and keep your shells, Belinda. Okay, so number 1 is, oh, sorry, is this one. There's no stickers on the back of number 1 there. So let's get him open. And let's go down. So oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side. Oh wow, you have a huge TARDIS blue. There's no more in that one. You have an absolutely huge TARDIS blue. Belinda, I hope you're happy with this one. It is huge. Let me just dry him up and pop him in the sand. It does, Gemma, yes. Possibly Valerie. Shall we measure him? Belinda, your TARDIS blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's not an 8.5. You have a 9. You're in the 9 club, Belinda. You're in the 9 club. Whoop whoop. Now a 9 is the largest pearl that we've found. Okay, so there's only a few of you who are in the 9 club and it's your first opening, so I hope you're happy that you've got quite a rare sized pearl from it. Now I've just wrapped up your shells and you have your cage pendant dip as well, so let's dive in for your cage dip. And you have the rhombus cage pendant. Now this one normally holds 3 pearls. With a 9 in it, it may be able to hold 3 pearls if the other 2 were slightly smaller, or if there were 2 larger pearls with this one, it would just hold the 2 pearls. So obviously it does depend on which size you've got in there, but I've popped it in here so you can see. This is the rhombus cage pendant. Would you like to stick or would you like to twist? So it's got the flat bit at the back which sort of sits on your chest, and it comes out in the point there on both sides. Twist with that one, not a problem. Let me just take your pearl out of here, and we're going to twist this one. So let's dive back in. Is that is one, it's just twisted around there. Okay, so you have the ladybird or ladybug cage pendant. So again, I've just popped your pearl in here. Now of course he fills the ladybird beautifully, so you can see through the spots there. So you've got the ladybird at the top with his little antennae and his legs on the sides. You see the blue in his spots on his back and in the spots on his belly. Excuse me. I hope you're happy with that one then, my lovely. Let me pop them in here for you, and on here as well. So I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. And I've wrapped up your shells for you, and that's safe over there. Thank you very much. We have come back for another opening. Oh, bless you. Yes, a red in the ladybug. Well, I'm glad you're happy with that. Up next is Elizabeth Lily. Elizabeth Lily, are you here? No, it's not. Let me just start again. Up next is Elizabeth. Is that right? Elizabeth Lily? Are you here? Hello, sent you an email regarding moving this open to Sunday twist with the order, if that's okay. Yep, I can book this in for Sunday, that's not a problem. And I've literally just booked it in for Sunday as well, so I can confirm you're definitely in for Sunday. You'll probably get an email tomorrow, just because I like to send the emails to confirm it as well. but that's done for you, not a problem. Okay, and that's safe over there. So I'll see you on Sunday. Perfect. Up next then is Lillian Walker. Lillian, are you here? No, Elizabeth, you're Elizabeth. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but you're very, very welcome. Lillian Walker, are you here? Lillian, hello. So you would like number 9 and to donate your shell. So you do have a oyster wall, and number 9 is this one. So number 9, there's nothing on the back there. Let's get him open. And let's go down. So your number 9, yes, Alfie. The website's in the description above. It's www.pearlsofbrecon.com. You'll find all the information, frequently asked questions and answers, and then all of our products, prices and descriptions on there as well. So like I said, that's just in the description above, and if not, I'll type it out for you in just a moment. There's the other side, Lillian, and in here you are quadding 1, 2, 3 and 4. You are quadding, my lovely. There's no more in that one. Let me dry these up for you. And if I pop them in the sand, you have a TARDIS blue, a icy blue, a apple green and a autumn peach. I hope you're happy with those, Lillian. So a TARDIS blue, icy blue, apple green and autumn peach. If I pop them on the board, your TARDIS blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Your apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7, he's a 7.5, and the autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5 as well. So let me just show you those again, and then I'll grab your cage pendant dip. So there they are in the sand for you. They are gorgeous. I'm glad you're happy with them. And then diving in for your cage pendant dip, and you have the Princess Carriage cage pendant. Ooh. So that's the Princess Carriage cage pendant. Would you like to stick or would you like to twist with this one? So I've popped the TARDIS blue in here. Oh. So there is the Princess Carriage cage pendant. Lillian, would you like to stick or would you like to twist? Twist with that one, not a problem. So let me just open him up and let's dive back in for your twist. Good luck, my lovely. And you have the, I don't remember the name of this one. I'm ever so sorry. I'm going to pop the green in him though. Now it is on the website, but no, the name's gone. I do apologise. Now this one is double-sided, so it's the same on both sides. Now you can see here the overall outline is a heart, and then you've got a heart in the centre there as well. And then the design is you've got these swirly design patterns surrounding the inner heart and the outer heart. So like I said, it's the same on both sides here. So you can wear it either way around, and it does just fit the one pearl in, but it is lovely pendant. I hope you're happy with that one, Lillian. And let me just pop all of your pearls in here with that. Okay, so I've wrapped up your shells as well, and I do hope then, Lillian, you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And I hope you're happy with that cage pendant. Like I said, I'm sorry I don't remember the name of him. It will come to me. Is that one the filigree heart? No, because I think the filigree heart's the one which has, it's a different, no, it's not the filigree heart, it's slightly different. Lillian, perfect. You're very, very welcome. And that's safe over there for you. And up next then is Kelly Lackley. Kelly Lackey, are you here? Possibly heart to heart. I know it's not the filigree heart. Let me have a look. It could be the heart to heart. Bear with me. No. Thank you for the tea, Bab.
It's okay.
It's okay. Oh my gosh. Pardon? I'm looking for Kelly Lackey. Kelly at... Oh, hello, Kelly. Now, just because it's a different name on... No, Kelly, you've already told me. I've even got it down here. So sorry, Kelly. That's fine with the name. Like I said, I just didn't transfer it onto the paper, but it's on the screen there, so I apologise. Where did we go? Number 3 and 13 and donate. Okay, number 3 and number 13. So number 3, there's nothing on the back of number 3, and then number 13, there's nothing on the back of number 13. How many screens? I've got two screens, but I've got 4 different windows open with the 4 different things I need to like do and keep track of with the live. There's a lot going on. So let's go down. Your first oyster, Kelly. There's one side and the other side, and in here you have a darker pearl there, and there's no more in that one. And you have a midnight blue for your first, from your first oyster even. You have a midnight blue. And then moving on to oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. And in here you have a bright hot pink, and there's no more in that one. Okay, Kelly, what do you think to these? So you've got a midnight blue and a bright hot pink. I hope you're happy with these. Let me just hold them up so you can see. And if I pop them on the board, the midnight blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And the hot pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. I do hope you're happy with those colours, my lovely. You have 2 cage pendant dips as well. So let's dive in for your first dip. Now I've always said it's the one that's in my hand, so whatever one fell out is going back in, because it's always the one that's in my hand with the dips. Now you have the Hearts Swirl cage pendant. So this is the Hearts Swirl cage pendant, and of course I've popped your pink in here. Oh, so I'm just getting it so we can see it. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, you've got that heart with the zircon crystals there, and then it swirls outwards from that heart to make the circle cage pendant. You can see the pearl through all the swirls there. Now on the back you've just got the simple cage pendant, so you could wear it this way round, but the design is more on the front of this one. So would you like to stick or would you like to twist with the Hearts Swirl cage pendant? No, Sky, there's always more, so the person who wins an extra gift gets a choice. Twist with that one, Kelly. Okay, bear with me. I'm just going to take your pink out of here. So let's dive in. This is your twist. And you have the football cage pendants. So I see, Natalie. You have the football cage pendant. So again, I've popped the pink pearl in this one. And here is your football. So this one's the same all the way around. And you've got the black enamel spaces. And then in the other spaces you can see, that's where we can see the pearl through there. So I hope you're happy with that one. And then you get your second cage pendant as well. So we're going to dive in again, and you get to stick or twist with this second one again here. So let's dive in. And you have the paw print cage pendant. So let me pop the blue in here, just because I've used the pink on the other ones that we've seen so far. So this is the paw print cage pendant. Oh. What do you think to this one? Would you like to stick or would you like to twist with this one? What do you think? Paw print cage pendant, stick or twist? Okay, so let's dive in. And in here you have the side butterfly pendant. So that's the side butterfly cage pendant. So I've popped the pink in here. Again, just because the pink and butterflies in my mind go together. Let me hold him up so you can see. So it is the side profile of a butterfly. You've got the antennae and the body down here, then you've got one wing and then the back of the other wing. So that's the side butterfly one. I hope you're happy with that one as well, Kelly. So you've got the football and the butterfly there. Okay. So that's on there for you. And Kelly, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and that's safe over there as well. So that's to me, Sean, that the ball of the emoji you put, I would say that's rugby. Yeah, or American football, but yeah, I'd say that that was rugby. Okay, so up next this evening is Carrie-Anne Wood. Carrie-Anne, are you here? Oh, see, I didn't know we've got... I obviously don't use my emojis enough. Even with the holiday ones earlier, I didn't know half of those were on there. Deary me. Yes, that's a rugby ball, Kirsty, I agree. Carrie-Anne, hello. Can we please have Expand the Rainbow donate the shells, hoping for hot, hot, hot pink and dark icy blue. So you've got 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Expand the Rainbow. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Hoping for those hot, hot, hot bright pinks and the deeper, darker icy blues. Are we donating the shells as well? Okay, so Carrie-Anne, let's go down. Should have a loyalty card too. Let me have a look. Ah, yes, I just haven't seen that email yet. Yeah, we can add that one as on now. That's absolutely fine. Let me get this open for you. Okay. So let's go down. Oyster number 1. There's one side and the other side, and in here you are twinning. And you're twinning with Autumn Peach Twins to start with there. Now you've got slightly one lighter, one darker Autumn Peach, but definitely Autumn Peach Twins. Let me pop them in the sun so you can have a closer look. And then moving on to your next oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here, you are twinning for a second time. And there's no more in that one. And you are twinning with Apple Green Twins there. And then moving on to your next oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here you have a lemon yellow. Okay, so lovely summery spring colours to start with. So autumn peach, apple green and lemon yellow. And then moving on to the last two oysters, Carrie-Anne. There's one side and the other side. I'm just going to do this first side again. And in here you are twinning for a third time. There's no more in that one. And let me dry them up for you. So these are apple green twins again here, but they are slightly larger greens than the first set of greens, if that makes sense. And then moving on to your last oyster. There's one side and the other side, and why not end it with some gorgeous bright hot pinks. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so Carrie-Anne, now you can either let me know now, or if you prefer to, you can take a screenshot of these and email me colour swaps and colour choices. That's going to be completely up to you, but we'll go through them now and then you can let me know what you think and what you would like to do. So you've got your apple greens and autumn peach twins at the top. You've then got a lemon yellow, and then we've got the larger apple green twins and bright hot pink twins as well. If I pop them on the board for you, autumn peach, the slightly brighter of the two, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Slightly lighter of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So they're the same size there. Apple green number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And then number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So they're the same size there as well. The lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And then your hot pink number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Hot pink number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. So they're slightly different sizes there. And the apple green twins, the larger twins, twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8 as well. Okay, so Carrie Ann, what do you think to these? Or can we swap the smaller greens for 2 dark icy blue for the necklace and match the hot pinks for the earrings? So that means the blues don't need to be the same size or anything, because it's just one of them. On there. Now I can go even hotter pink than the ones you've got, or if you want to stick with the ones that came out of your oyster, that's absolutely fine as well. Let me show you. So these are the ones which came out of your oyster. I've gone even hotter here. So would you like to say keep your ones or have these ones, and are those blues okay? So new pinks, old pinks, and are the blues okay? The hotter ones, perfect. So I'll take those 2 away. And are the blues okay, my lovely? You too, Jill. Blues are lovely, perfect. Okay, so to confirm, we're going to have the pinks on the earrings and a blue on the pendant. Carrie Ann, then, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Let me pop these on here. Thank you very much for the donations with your shells, and that's safe over there for you. Okay, perfect. Up next is our mystery person, so I do hope this mystery person is here. Okay, so I'm looking for Emma Funnel. Emma, are you here? Emma Funnel, are you here? Sam Hill sending angry faces. Emma, hello, 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 hello. Emma, I have a message for you. Bab. So Emma, sorry about that. The message is, Emma, I hope this cheers you up a bit, as you are a wonderful lady. Enjoy your opening, darling. Huggles, Bronnie. So I'll say that again. Emma, I hope this cheers you up a bit, as you are a wonderful lady. Hope you enjoy your opening, darling. Huggles, Bronnie. Oh my goodness. Oh, bless you, Emma. Well, that little message will get sent to you as well, Emma. And it's just, yeah, it's something nice to reflect on. Which means you have one opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? Mystery and donate. Emma, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? Bronnie's had to go to work. Oh, bless her, she, Carol. Oh, bless her. Well, Bronnie, if you're watching this back, hopefully she can read the comments there, Emma, my lovely. Let's go down. So your mystery oyster, we have a deeper pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And in here you are twinning. And you're twinning with blush pink twins, Emma. Keep the shells. Oh yeah, of course you can. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so twinning blush pink twins there. Let me just clean these up for you. And here they are in the sand as well. I hope you're happy with those, but Emma, if you're not happy with this colour, we can swap them for you. So that's going to be completely up to you what you would like to do. So your blush pinks, let me pop them on the board. Pink number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And pink number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8 as well. Now, are you happy with those colours? Oh, bless you, Michelle. Emma, you love them. Perfect. Now, let me just double check, Emma. Bear with me just a moment. I'm just going to see if Bronnie's emailed me back. I don't think she has. I can't remember. Let me search her email address. No, she hasn't as of yet. So Bronnie has requested. Actually, I'm going to wait till Bronnie emails me back. Okay, so Emma, that's fine. What I'll need you to do is if you could email me with the address that you'd like me to send these to, or if you've got an order number here with me, I can pop it in there. But if not, it's absolutely fine. I'll just need an address that I can send these to. I hope that's okay. And I'm glad you're happy with these as well. And that's safe on there, and I've wrapped up your shells for you as well, so I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. Okay, and up next then this evening is, oh, this is upside down. Trisha Rhymes. Trisha, are you here? That's fine. Perfect, Emma. Thank you. Trisha, hello. Okay, so Trisha, you have 3 openings altogether. What 3 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Hello to everyone new who's watching, new and old. So Trisha, 3 openings altogether. Mystery and donate. Is there certain colours you're hoping for? So number 1, number 2, and number 3. One and 2 and 3, and let's go down. So mystery oyster number 1, you have a runaway there, and your runaway, there's your mother of pearl. Your runaway is a brighter coral. Let me have a squidge in here. Aaron, there's no more in that one. Can you shush a comment for me, please? So you have a brighter coral to start with. And Bab, yeah. Look at me. Moving on to mystery oyster number 2. We have a lighter pop there. Ooh, and Trisha in here, there's your mother of pearl. You are twinning, and you're twinning with sea green twins there. 1 and 2. And there's no more in that one. Now the sea greens, you have one which is larger, one which is slightly smaller, and they're slightly different colours as well actually, but beautiful sea greens there. And then moving on to your last oyster, we have a soft pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. You have a deeper blue, and he's a slightly two-tonal blue as well. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so you've got a TARDIS and Pepsi two-tonal blue here. So as we go around, you've got lighter and darker areas. If I pop them in the sand, I'm just going to line them up. You've got your twinning sea greens, brighter coral and two-tonal blue. Now, what do you think to these, Trisha? Are you happy with these? If so, perfect. And if you're not happy, I can swap them for you. So the blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. The coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. The larger sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the slightly smaller sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Swap the coral for a bright peach, of course you can. Aaron, smells like plastics burning. Can you just confirm, would this one be okay, Trisha? Both greens on small lobster fittings, of course you can. I've got that down for you. Would that swap there be okay? I don't know what's going on with the camera. Beautiful, perfect. Okay, so Trisha, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe on there for you. And over there. Bab, can you just do a walk around for me? Bab.
Yeah, 1 second.
Thank you. Honestly, guys, if you ignore the angry face, it boosts the live in many ways. Even if they don't have friends on their fake profile for it to boost to, it still boosts the live because it's still an emotion, it's still a comment, it's still a reaction. So it's still yeah, it's, please ignore. Aaron is on shushing, he is on it, so that's fine. I can just smell something funny which I'll need him to check out, but yeah, just ignore it if you can, as long as they're not being offensive to anyone. Yeah. Okay, up next in this evening is Sharon Lamb. Sharon, are you here? Sharon, hello. Can you have number 7 and keep as it's your first opening? Of course you can. Is there a certain colour, Sharon, that you're hoping for? So number 7. Now Sharon, you have a bonus sticker on the back of number 7 there, which means you get an extra gift as well. So you get to pick from either chick number 2 or bunny number 2 and 3. What do you think? Bunny number 3. Okay, so your bonus gift is some earrings here. Let me pop them on here so you can see. And you have the Swarovski crystal stud earrings. So it's 925 silver with Swarovski crystal pearls. Now the colour is called platinum colour. I can't ever say that word, I'm ever so sorry. So I hope you're happy with those, and then so that's just a little bonus gift for you. And then let me open up your oyster. So I'm just popping these back safely in there. So let's go down. Sharon, in your oyster number 7 was that, I believe? There's one side and the other side. You have a darker pearl there, and there's no more in that one. Now we're just going to be cleaning up the shells for you as we go. So you have a darker gunmetal grey with a slight purple hint to him. So you can see it's slightly two-tonal, different silvers and the purple flashes. Sharon, I hope you're happy with this one. And if I pop him on the board for you as well. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. You have your cage dip with him, so let's dive in for your cage dip. And in here you have the Lighthouse cage pendant. Oh, I love this one. Now you can fit multiple pearls in this cage pendant. Around 4, depending on the size of the pearls, you can fit around 4 in here. And this has the same design on both sides, but I will show you. So this is called the Lighthouse cage pendant. Oh. Okay, so you can see your pearl at the bottom there. Now you've got the lighthouse right there, then you've got this design around the outside, which is almost like, I imagine it as the wind and the waves and everything. And then, like I said, on the reverse side, it's the exact same design, just the lighthouse is on the other side there. So that's the Lighthouse cage pendant. Now you can see your pearls at the bottom, but you can fit multiple pearls there. What do you think to that one? Would you like to stick or would you like to twist? Lovely, but can you twist? Of course you can. So I've taken your pearl out of there already. So let's dive in for your twist. I hope you'll be happy with this one. And you have the horn cage pendant. So this one fits one pearl, and like I said, this one, I've said this before, can be so many different things. I named it the horn cage pendant because I'll show you, but it can also be an elf's shoe, a pixie boot. Let me show you. So this is the horn cage pendant. I love the swirls and the design here. To me, if you hold it this way, it can be like a horn like this. It could be a hat, a shoe. It's just lovely. It's quite a nice longer design there, but I hope you're happy with that one, Sharon. And the dark pearl actually looks quite nice in that one, makes it pop. And then you've got your bonus earrings, which will go with that one as well, actually. Let me pop this in here. Love it. Perfect, Sharon. I'm glad you're happy with him. I'm just wrapping up your shells as well. So I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well, my lovely. And that's safe over there. Sharon, you're very welcome. Yeah, kind of. Who said that? Michelle. Yeah, kind of. I can see that. Up next then is Elaine Wadey. Elaine, are you here? How many more is there to go? So we've got 3 people left for today. Elaine, number 11 it is. It is your one. And you'd like to donate the shells. Perfect. So number 11. Now there's no stickers on the back of that one. Let's get him open. And let's go down. So your number 11, there's one side and the other side, and in here you are twinning, and you're twinning with Autumn Peach twins there. And here they are. And if I pop them on the board for you, Autumn Peach number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Autumn Peach number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. So they're the same size there. Elaine, let's dive in for your cage dip. And in here you have the, it's called, I think possibly the unicorn cage pendant or the Pegasus cage pendant, but it's actually an alicorn, so it is named incorrectly. So you can see here the alicorn, because it's got the horn and the wings in that oval cage there, and then you can see your pearl through the cage. Now Elaine, would you like to stick or would you like to twist? with this one. Keep You Love It. Perfect, Elaine. I'm glad you're happy with him. You also then have 1, 2, 3 openings as well. What 3 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? You've got Harry Potter on the brain, Michelle, which is not a bad thing. Mystery and donate, not a problem. So you've got number 1, 3, number 2, and number 3. Let me get these open for you. Okay, so let's go down. Mystery oyster number 1. We have a softer pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And I can see straight away that you have a brighter icy blue. Me too, Michelle, me too. We actually have a HP charm section on the website. There's no more in that one. So you have a lighter icy blue to start with, Elaine. Let me hold him up so you can have a closer look. Then moving on to oyster number 2, we have a softer pop there. And in here, I can see straight away that you are quadding. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I can see straight away, and let me just have a squidge in here for you. And there's no more in that one. Let me just dry these up for you, and I'll go through these colours as well, my lovely. So you have the sea green, the lighter purple, and 2 silvers. And then moving on to your last oyster, which again is your mystery oyster. We have quite a nice lighter, sharper pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And let's have a squidge in here. You have a coral. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so Elaine, what do you think to these? Now, if you're happy with these, that's perfect. If you're not happy, I can swap them for you. And if you prefer to let me know in an email, that's absolutely fine as well. So it's going to be completely up to you what you'd like to do. You've got a icy blue, a coral, a sea green, light purple, and 2 silver pearls. If I pop them on the board for you, the icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The coral's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The sea green's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. The purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And silver number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And silver number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Silver on here and purple on there, and you've given me the length for that as well, so that's perfect. Elaine, I'm glad you're happy with those. Let me just pop them all in here for you and on here. So Elaine, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. Thank you very, very much for the donations with your shells, and that's safe over there for you. Very happy, perfect. No, you're very, very welcome. Michelle Pearls. Oh, so a Michelle Pearls isn't very happy. Up next then is Stacey Stevenson. Stacey, are you here? If it's another Pearl person, do you know what I mean? It's no point. Fab. Stacey, hello my lovely. Stacey, you have 2 openings altogether. What 2 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Mystery and donate. Is it a fake profile? Okay. 1 and 2. Let me get these open for you. And let's go down. Are there certain colours, Stacey, like I said, that you're hoping for? Mystery oyster number 1. You have a lighter pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And you have watermelon twins. You are twinning with a lighter watermelon twin, and there's no more in that one. Let me pop them in the sand so you can see. Thinking about it, the person made a Pearls of Brecon fake one the other day and tried to angry face alive. So if they're trying to pit pearl parties against each other, that's not very nice, is it? Moving on to oyster number 2, Stacey. You have a deep pop there. And in here, you are twinning for a second time, and you're twinning with 1 and 2, twinning with hot pink pearls. and there's no more in that one. Okay, so what do we think to these, Stacey? Are you happy with these? If so, which ones would you like where? And again, if you're not happy, I can swap them for you. So you've got watermelon twins and pink twins. For bright peach, of course you can. Was they, Carol? Do you know who it was? Because I always say I would never want that to happen, and I don't condone that in any way. So I hope she didn't think that I sent anyone over or anything like that. It wasn't the peaches, it was the pinks, wasn't it? So would those peaches be okay? And if so, which ones would you like on the jewellery? Thank you, Carol. Bab. Peach on the earrings, Stacey. Perfect. Well, I hope you're happy with those. Let me just write that down and pop them in here. So Stacey, I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. That's safe on there, and then over there for you. Oh no. Up next then is Caitlin Snedden. Caitlin, are you here? Caitlin, hello. You've also got two openings, mystery and donate. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? 1 and 2. No, Sophie, bless her, she's got a lot of work on, so she's doing a lot of work. But Aaron's here shushing. Aren't you, bub? Oh, he just gave me the look. I think I'm stressing him out. Sorry, bub. Okay, so let's go down. So mystery oyster number 1. We have a softer pop there. No, 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 no. Oh no, oh my gosh. Oh. Bye bye makeup. Sorry, it just squirted me on my cheek. Yeah, bye bye makeup. Sorry, I just needed to see what I was doing. Okay, I've got it. Now I've got a pink cheek. Never mind. Sorry. So sorry, Caitlin, but I don't want to leave that on my cheek. So close to my eye. Right, let's go down. Oh gosh. Oh, okay, so let's get him open. Dearie me. Oh, Oh, well, it was worth the wait because I can see you that you are quadding. Very, very, very juicy oyster. Look at this. No wonder it's squirted. There's no more in that one. Let me dry these up for you. What the hell? No, sorry, I just can't have it on my face. So I just needed to wipe it off then. And obviously I'll go scrub my face later, but no, I don't recommend to have it on your face. So you have a black cherry, a blush pink, a silver and a light gold. Now this one is quite an unusual colour, but look at him, he is lovely. Almost like a platinum colour, lighter gold there. And then moving on to oyster number 2, Caitlin. We have a softer pop there. And in here, you are quadding for a second time. 2 sets of quads, and you've got some beautiful colours there. There's no more in that one. So again, let me just dry these up for you. You have a light purple, a pinkle, a candy floss pink and a dark purple. Caitlin, what do you think to all of these? Now if you're happy, let me know which ones you'd like on the jewellery, and of course if you'd like to swap some we can do so. So black cherry, blush pink, silver, light gold, then purple, pinkle, candy floss pink and dark purple. Match the light purple. There would be a weight on it, but I can definitely do it for you. And if so, which colour would you like to swap out? And if you don't mind the weight, just confirm that for me. So your purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Black cherry is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Your blush pink's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. The silver's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the lighter gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5 as well. The darker purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The candy floss pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the pinkle is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5 as well. So, oh, I look shiny. Swap the black cherry to match the purple, that's not a problem, and I'm glad. I don't think it'll be too long a wait. I don't think the waiting list for these purples are too long now at all. But let me write this down. So we're gonna swap black cherry to match the light purple. Yeah, light purple. And then we're gonna have light purple on there. Perfect, Caitlin. I've got that down for you. I'm just popping them all in here for you. I'm not sure what you mean. I do ship to the USA, but I'm not 100% sure what you mean, my lovely. Okay, perfect. So, Caitlin, thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. Okay, so that has actually brought us to the end of our order list for today. Thank you all for watching. I work for the company I don't work for a company, my lovely. I'm completely independent. I know there are some pearl companies out there, but no, I'm completely independent, completely on my own, my lovely. Yep, just honestly ignore the angry faces. It's absolutely fine. But no, thank you all for watching. We're going to be back again on Friday, so if you'd like to join us for Friday, I'll see you then. The order list for Friday will be posted latest Thursday, but if you would like to order, you'll get an email to confirm what day you're booking in for, but I do believe it'll be for Friday. Yeah, have a good week, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.